everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of Laker Lately. I'm your host, Chelsea Moore, and tonight I have with me Stephanie Radomski, Adam Armstrong, and Christina Galvin. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm good.
Fantastic.
Good. How is everyone's Monday?
Monday.
It's a Monday.
Monday
after break.
Yeah, I hear you guys there. All right, so let's get right into tonight's first topic. And may I say the most important topic? Parking at Oswego. Yeah. Yep. Parking
It's awful.
At Oswego. It's honestly the worst thing I've ever seen.
Why?
And have had to deal with. Well, so listen. In the past week and a half, well, spring break was last week, so the week and a half before, I got three parking tickets. All right. So let me explain to you like how and where I got these. Okay, so I have an 8 a.m. in Rich Hall, which, as you guys know, is complete one side of campus. I live in Oneida Hall, complete opposite side of campus. The walk from Oneida to Rich is approximately 20 to 30 minutes, depending on what you're wearing, what the weather's like. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All of that. Okay, so I'm not going to drive, or I'm not going to walk 30 minutes at 8 in the morning to go to this class. So I drive. The parking lot
Before
is
8 in the
completely
morning.
empty. Exactly. The parking lot is completely empty when I get there. We've got a parking map up here for you.
That's a great graphic. Look at that.
It really is. Like, you
That's
can tell
so accurate.
how stupid this campus is designed and spread out. So there'll be no one in the parking lot. I will park there for my class, and I've gotten 2 parking tickets from that one. The third parking ticket, apparently someone's out to get me specifically, came from I was dropping off like broadcasting gear at the Lanigan lab. So I parked right in a little parking lot, by Lanigan, which it is a handicapped lot, but I parked there for like 10 minutes tops just to run the equipment in and run it back out because you've got like a 50-pound like light kit and everything like that with it, and I'm not going to haul it walking all the way from Oneida. So I parked there for 10 minutes, get a ticket in the 10 minutes that I'm there. So I try to appeal the ticket. They say, here's the letter, okay, from University Police. Here it is, right here.
She brought the proof.
I do. I've got the exact proof of it. Everything, the stamp, everything is on here.
She has the proof with her.
Even the stamp.
So I wrote for my appeal, I said, I'm a broadcasting student, so I had just parked here for 10 minutes maybe in order to return my heavy camera and lighting equipment to the lab in Lanigan real quick. They reply, handicapped spaces are reserved for handicapped persons. Tell us something that we don't know, Sherlock. Secondly, make other arrangements for loading equipment. I have one thing to say to you. You let me know what those arrangements are, and then I will follow them. But until you provide us with a parking lot that we can use, I don't know what the answer is supposed to be. I mean, give me something here, guys. Like, what do you think?
I agree with you. It's true. The parking on campus is an awful situation. I mean, like, when you look at West Campus, there's a huge commuter lot. I'm a commuter. I know you are. Are you a commuter?
I'm not a commuter,
No.
but I can definitely relate to
All right.
this.
Well, commuter lots are awful, and there's a huge commuter lot on West Campus. There's really not anything on East Campus. So if you have East Campus classes, it's awful. Like, you have to park way over on West Campus and walk most of the time.
Mm-hmm. This is as the 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts are blowing at you and the waves are crashing in Lake Ontario. And
Exactly.
we've got all this going on at the same time. I mean, it's ridiculous. What do you think, Steph?
I don't personally have a car on campus, but my roommate got 2 parking tickets within the same week just because of parking for literally walking into Shinneman for 5 minutes just to drop something off to one of her professors, and she walked out and she had a parking ticket.
Exactly. What do you think, Chrissy? It's
it's
crazy.
I can relate to you as a broadcasting major. The equipment that we need to do our own assignments, not for fun, for required classes, are at least when we have our light kit. And I'm sure you guys don't know, but it's heavy. It's very heavy.
Like,
just
we've
the camera
cried before
alone.
trying to carry
Yep.
it. It's been a fun time.
But it just stinks that there isn't a closer place to Lanigan where our lab is to drop off and pick up equipment.
Yeah,
that they
there's
can
none.
freely give us tickets.
Not to mention, we pay $500 a year to have a car on campus with the permit. What is that? Why don't you go ahead and take my parking ticket fine out of the $500 then? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or make some of the employee parking commuter parking, because those employee
Yeah.
parking lots are never, ever filled up.
No,
Never.
and they're not all here at the same time. It just makes no sense.
18-to-1 student to faculty ratio, something's wrong there. We need more parking spots for students.
Exactly. All right, so coming up after the break, we've got a little bit more to dish for you on Oswego. Stay tuned. All right, so welcome back, guys. And I do just want to say about the parking, I will pay the parking tickets when UP can explain to me why I was up for a week straight because they couldn't catch the kid who kept setting off the fire alarms in Oneida. Yep. we'll talk about that at a different time. All right, so moving on now to Oswego and their, I think, fascination, well, colleges in general, with money and taking money from students that attend. Now, we've got a list of student fees at Oswego that, are supposedly used for what they say are used for. Do you, what do you guys think? I think it's complete crap, most of it. What is it? I'm not seeing what we're getting out of it. And I know that they have these forums that are like, oh, we're going to explain to you what your fees are used for, and it's used for this. And they probably have a great presentation, a slideshow, and everything. And it's probably, just all this made up stuff. But it's just like, I don't see the progress, We don't have good parking lots. We don't have parking lots and stuff like this. The dorms look like they're falling apart. The bathrooms don't even have hand dryers or paper towels or anything in them, for God's sake. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think that if you're not using the full extent of what Oswego has to offer, you're not taking advantage of the money that you're putting in. Like, you don't know where your money's going.
Exactly.
So in order to know that you're getting your money's worth, you'd have to do every single thing that Oswego puts on event-wise.
Yeah, and that's impossible.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's almost like they just want you to give them a default amount of money so that they have enough money to do what they want for the whole year.
Exactly.
There are some fees that you can check out of paying that are optional, but I did not know that until my roommate told me. So there are there's small $25 fees that you can opt out of if you want to, but
I didn't know
not
that
many
either.
people know that, and they don't exactly advertise it.
No, of course.
It's difficult
Why
to
would-
find too I think it's on My Oswego, and it's difficult to find too.
Right,
Yes.
and everything on there is always so confusing. And then you call someone to ask them a question, and they give you the runaround, and nobody ever really knows. It's
Right.
And they're like, oh, you should just keep the fees checked. It's like, I don't have the money to keep $25 fees open.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know. I just think that it's not really. I mean, the dining halls, the food, just everything. Tuition is
Awful.
less than room and
Pricier.
board. Does that
Pricier.
make sense to anyone? We pay less for our education than we do to live in a crappy dorm. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where does that logic come in? Where is that oh great, this is good,
I had a professor tell me once that it's because you're living in a community, you're paying for the housing to live on campus and the doctor that's here and all that stuff. But I live off campus, so it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true for you. But I mean, I just think it's insane. But speaking of money, let's move on to the next topic. Beauty and the Beast just came out. I know we talked about this last show. I haven't seen it yet. A couple people here have.
Yes, it was fantastic.
All right, good. I'm so excited to see it. Emma Watson, who starred as Belle, she made $15 million for this movie alone, which I think is probably worth it because she probably worked really hard for
It
it.
was well deserved, I'd say. She's a well-known actress for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's an understatement.
Exactly. But yeah, so she made $15 million for this, and she made $60 million for her Harry Potter films. So you can kind of compare or whatever.
Right.
But I guess the $15 million is a stipulation if the movie does well. So I think if the movie makes, I don't know what it said at the box office, maybe 75 or something like that, then she'll get 15. There was something with that. But I mean, I think it's probably worth it. What do you guys think? What do you think, Adam?
I mean, she's a big star. I mean, look at her. She's pretty. I preferred her in Harry Potter. I haven't seen Beauty and the Beast, but she was awesome as Hermione. So more power to her.
I mean, half the movie was paying for the name to see Emma Watson. Emma Watson fans will probably just see it. I mean, Disney itself is a big name, but having Emma Watson in it, that much better.
Exactly.
Yeah, because people were like, oh, Hermione doing something else other than Harry Potter.
Right.
Exactly. So it definitely, I guess, brought in a crowd. And I think that there was also a lot of controversy with the film, too. I know that she said that she wasn't going to wear a corset in the movie because she was going to try to bring in the feminist approach, and she wanted to, let little girls know that, it was okay to be natural and everything. So she definitely took her own spin on the role, and I think she did it in a pretty well-deserved way.
Definitely.
So I think it is a really well-earned $15 million, but I mean, I wish that it was me with the $15 million. Can you guys imagine? It could pay for all those student
I would
fees,
say the
maybe.
parking tickets.
Yeah.
Exactly, for all the parking tickets that I've
I
gotten.
didn't know she could sing.
Yeah, she's a very good
Yeah.
I
singer.
had no idea.
Definitely.
It's very a regular accent, not as much as an English accent, more Americanized.
Definitely. All right, so coming up after the break, guys, we are going to get into some Hollywood dating couples and their relationships and all of that jazz for you, so stay tuned. All right, and welcome back, guys. So now we're going to dive right into some Hollywood relationships that have been recently blooming and everything. To start off, we've got J-Lo and A-Rod. So A-Rod from the New York Yankees, Alex Rodriguez, and Jennifer Lopez, the queen, I guess. I don't know what you'd call her. I guess Beyonce's the queen, so you can't say that.
Yeah,
but.
she is Queen Bee.
Yeah, so what do you guys think?
I think they're a great couple. They've known each other for, I want to say, I was watching something, I want to say they've known each other for almost 7 years now. And like with both of them having families too, 2 kids of their own, I think it's, and like apparently they've already met each other's kids as well. So I think they're good together. I like them.
Yeah, it's a good mix. And I think it's better than, I mean, what, didn't she just recently date Drake? We were talking about that. Or,
Yeah.
And she's kind of bounced from guy to guy.
I like how she called Drake a boy. That's great. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, no, what happened?
When they put that picture up, like, she ended up, like, going to some interview, and she said, yeah, that boy is really nice. So she called him a boy, or, like, she dated him, because she's so much older. She called Drake a
true.
boy.
Yes.
I love it.
There was actually a meme that said, if you can't find love, don't worry. The person you want to be with soon is probably still in kindergarten.
I saw one like that, except it was that they're probably not born yet. I was like, oh, wow.
Ooh, even
It's
worse.
true. She's kind of a bit of a cradle robber, or has been in the past. But
Yeah.
then, what was that guy? Was his name Justin something? She dated, I don't know, he was like a pop star, or I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense. Jennifer Lopez, she doesn't age. She looks like she's still,
Right.
like, 25.
She
She
looks
really
very
has
It's
young.
crazy.
She
It's
rocks
just-
it.
she's-
If you look at pictures from her from like her first like Grammys to like now at this past year, it's honestly the same, just the fashion changes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess that they're a good couple. I think they're a way better couple than J-Law, Jennifer Lawrence, and Darren Aronofsky. I guess that's how you'd say his name. He's a 48-year-old director of movies in Hollywood, and she is 26. I think J-Law is beautiful, and I think she's fun and, you know, bright, cheery, everything. I think she's great. And then what is he? Like, what is that matchup right there? What do you guys think? Isn't it just, like, why?
She's with him for the money, clearly.
Do you think, though? Do you
I
think
don't
he even
know.
makes that much money?
See, here's the thing that, like, really confuses me. Jennifer Lawrence is, like, a super, like, feminist, powerful woman, right?
Right.
Why would she limit herself to a guy who looks that bad? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something else there. I don't know if she's, like, trying to prove a point or, like, what's going on, but she's...
And,
yeah.
like, there's, the paparazzi take pictures of them kissing and everything, and it's like, do you really enjoy that? Because I can't picture you, do you know what I mean? I can't picture that. Like, I don't know. What's the theory behind that? Why? And how did they even, did he direct one of her movies? Maybe that's what it was? And
I'll
then,
tell you
I believe
what.
that what is what
And then-
it was. I believe it was it was either or they were in the same area and they met that way, or
Okay.
he directed one of her co-stars' movies. They met specifically because of the movie. I did hear that.
okay. So, I mean, you don't, like, date the guy who, you know, takes your money at the drive-thru at McDonald's just
That's
because
what he looks like.
Right? Kind of. But,
I'll tell
like,
you what. That relationship is not catching fire.
no. Oh, that was a good
Thank you.
one. Good job,
Thank you.
Adam. Nice. Nice little classy touch there. But yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like you don't, what's another example? Just because some doctor saves you in the emergency room doesn't mean you're going to go date him. I mean,
Or if someone holds the door open for you either. Like
Yeah.
you're just like, oh,
like,
thank
great, you directed the movie that she was in, but I mean, so? Like,
Personality or not, he just looks like a dad. And when I look for a trait, I don't think, yep, that's it. Right
Exactly.
There. The mustache and everything. And a lot
exactly.
you could say about that.
I mean, I'm all about being, like, humble and everything and not, you know, looks aren't everything, but I mean, you can't be dating, like, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, you have to find some sort of an attraction
Yeah.
to the person that you're dating
Right.
because it's just, and I don't know.
Maybe she sees something we don't.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I'm sure she sees a lot that we don't, but that's for another show. So, yeah, so I don't know about that couple, but I do know that Kate Middleton and Prince William, he's still
Yes.
Prince, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Still Prince, yes.
Prince William, so they're a very cute couple. And we recently had St. Patrick's Day, and I know that E! News did a whole story on Kate Middleton because she has worn like the same style for St. Patrick's Day, and it's always looked amazing, but it's like been the same every year. So we've got a picture for you here, I think. If we can just pull that up. Maybe not. All right, so anyway, she has just the greatest, she's very poised, and she's so beautiful anyway all the
She is
time
beautiful.
and everything.
She always has great style too.
Exactly. And it's just, I don't know. It's nice. Like, I think that when you compare, you know, Kate and Will to, like, some couples in Hollywood, it's like, oh, good. Like, you're not Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Like,
They're a whole
you have
different
some
league of
morals.
their own.
You've got some
royalty.
Yeah, well, they are royalty, yeah. But, like, they just act like they deserve so much more respect to me anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? Because, like, Kim and Kanye, they just do things that it's like, I can't forgive that. And then you got Kate and Will, and it's like, thank you. Like, thank you for just being nice. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's basically like that.
Some decency. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just kind of just have a little bit of morals, just a few.
That's fashion I'd want to follow.
Exactly.
Kate's fashion is really good.
Exactly.
Nice and clean.
Always has
you know?
been too.
And people try to buy it up right when it comes out, but it's not just the fashion and the looks of it. It's, I think, just the way that they go about themselves. And their children are beautiful, and it's just...
Even how they are to the public when they go to events and whatnot too.
Exactly. It's just nice all the way around. All right, so guys, coming up after the break, we have our last topic for you, a renewal of a Netflix series coming up. All right, and welcome back, guys. We've got our final topics tonight for you. First of all, we've got Grace and Frankie, which is an original Netflix series. I don't think that you've seen it. Nobody's seen it, right? Here?
I've never actually seen the show, no.
Okay, so they're just going to be starting their third season Friday, March 24th. And we unfortunately can't play a trailer for you guys because it's not working right now. But basically, the synopsis of the show is that these two married couples, the husbands, have a law firm together, okay? Saul and Robert. And they tell their wives at lunch one day that they're in love with each other, that they're going to get gay together. And so they, of course, freak out. And their wives, Grace and Frankie, are played by Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, which they're just an absolute dynamic couple, like with acting. They're amazing and they're so funny. But anyways, so they can't stand each other, the wives, and they end up having to live in their beach house together. So they go through all of this and whatnot, and it's a whole, you know, they've got their kids, they're all fighting with each other, and two of the kids had like been together before, now they're not, and it's just, there's a bunch of drama in the show. You have to watch the show. It's honestly, it's amazing, and it's so funny, and I think it's good for like all ages too. I think older people love it. I think you were saying your grandma loves it.
Yeah, my grandma loves it. She got Netflix just that way she can watch it because she loves anything with Jane Fonda.
It's absolutely hilarious, and they've got so much wit and just charisma in the show. It's a great time. It really is. So do you guys plan on watching it? It's coming up soon. Yeah.
Maybe.
I do, but I want to know how often are the people that went gay for each other in it? Like, are they still featured in it too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
they're
goodness.
all.
Is
They're
it
all
like
featured
kind
in
of
it.
their journey throughout, like everything?
Yes, and then the girls, they try to end up going on dates with guys, and they just can't do it, and then they forget, and they're wearing their wedding rings still. And then the very first season, when they had just like came out, kind of, they all had to go to a funeral together. So the girls walk in, and everybody's talking about them, and then like they all flip out, and it's really, really funny.
You know
sounds it.
what would
It's
have
a
made it
great
even
show.
better? If it was like a reality show. If it actually happened and the camera was like tracking them.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be
true.
great.
That would be pretty funny. That's kind of scary though. That does happen to some people. Like
Yeah.
you're with someone for a long time, or you're married with them, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm gay," or "I don't love you anymore," or whatever. That's a lot to take in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Let's just make a comedy out of it. Why
Right.
not?
So why don't we just turn it into Grace and Frankie? And I mean, hey, if it turned into Grace and Frankie, I think it would be fine. Like once you guys see the show, you'll be like, that would be a life I could
I have to
live.
see it. I actually saw the. I have Netflix, and I saw that this was coming out.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think about it, but now that you told me what it's about, I'd probably take a
Yeah, now
take
I'm
a look.
curious.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. And Jane Fonda in the movie, she drinks wine constantly. She's kind of a little bit of a lush. And then Lily Tomlin, she likes to smoke her pot on the side, and it's
right.
very funny together. It's
Like
it's a whole-
opposites, like
Yes.
just complete opposites.
Jane Fonda
coming
cannot
together.
stand Lily Tomlin because she's just all over the place, and it's very. I can't say anything more other than it's so funny, and you guys have to watch it. So their third season's coming out this Friday, but I do suggest that you watch the other seasons first before you see it,
Right.
just so you understand what's going on and everything with that. So okay, I guess coming up with this weekend and Friday, what are your guys' weekend plans for this weekend? I guess.
Well, I'm going home. On
Nice.
Sunday, my niece, who just turned 6 months old a couple of days ago, is getting baptized. and I'm going to be her godmother. So I'm very, very excited about that.
Congratulations.
That's
Thank you.
amazing.
Nothing makes me feel older than having a niece and becoming her godparent. So
That's awesome, though. That
thanks.
really is.
I'm really excited.
That's really cool. What about you, Steph? I can't talk tonight. My goodness.
I have projects due all next week, so I got to start working on those, unfortunately. So I'll be in the library every single day this weekend, just getting projects done.
Gotcha. How about you, Adam? Anything special?
I have to work. I'm going to do some homework a little bit, and I'm going to watch next week's episode of The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. It's
Oh
on
gosh,
Sundays.
my family's obsessed with that.
I
I
love
can't
Walking
stand
Dead.
it though. I've
You
never.
can't stand it?
Yeah, I've never really got into it. I
I've
don't
just
know.
never been able to get into the whole zombie craze.
Yeah,
See, it's not just about zombies. It's like what they do. Like
What humans would do in a situation like that. It's like about the relationships and like the survival aspect. It's
Okay.
pretty cool.
My family's probably watching right now, and they're probably like, "Yes, listen to him. Listen to him. You need to
Yes,
watch
Walking Dead.
It took me a couple seasons to get used to the guts and the gore of it.
Yeah,
I watched
I
up to
can't do that
season
kind of stuff.
5, and then I lost it. But
Oh, it gets so
is a
good.
good movie.
It
It's
gets
a
so
good
good.
series. It's a good series.
Have you guys heard of Negan, like the big bad guy in the
Yes,
show
the
now,
bad
the
guy.
baseball bat? Oh,
Yes.
so good.
Yeah.
He's such an evil piece
I
of
guess we're
crap.
promoting Netflix today. We watched
He's
Yeah, I guess
great.
we're gonna do some binge watching
Yeah,
this weekend.
go binge watch stuff.
Yeah. Well, Friday is actually my birthday, so I've got a spa.
How old are you turning?
I'm gonna be turning 20. So I've got a spa day planned and a bunch of stuff this
that's
weekend with my
nice.
friends, so that
Treat
should be pretty
yourself.
fun.
How
Yeah.
old are you guys?
I'm 21.
20.
I'm the grandpa. I'm turning 23 in June.
Oh
Oh,
my
goodness.
goodness, look at that. It's like Darren Aronofsky there. And,
Oh man.
no, I'm
never
kidding.
mind then.
You're not that much older.
Oh man, I don't have the stash. I can't pull that off.
That's right, he doesn't have the pedo stash for
That's
it.
okay.
so-
That's okay.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great night, and we will see you next show. Thank you very much.